This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham. And get the latest news from Alpena Community College with Dr. Olin Joyton. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first two guests are both here today from Child and Family Services. I have Karen Worth and Brenda Forsyth. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Nancy. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for being here. I really enjoy the segments of Child and Family Services. I'm learning a lot about Child and Family Services, and hopefully our viewing audiences too, things that we didn't know a lot about. And one of them is we're going to talk about today is the Day One program.
Day One program.
So who wants to start me out?
The Day One program is a program funded by grant monies from the Children's Behavioral Health Initiative. Actually wrote a grant to the Kellogg Foundation and got some funding from them. And the Alcona, for our part of it, the Alcona County Commissioners have also supported this program with some of their funds. And we are actually part of a larger program which includes also Alpena, Montmorency, and Presqu'île counties, which our local district health department, number 4, does the other 3 counties, and we handle the Alcona County.
Okay, tell me about the program. What is it designed for, Brenda?
The Day One program is a strength-based program that works with moms and families, and mostly moms because we have a lot of single moms.
Okay.
But we do work with dads and we work with the family as a whole. We can put them on, we get referrals from hospitals, we get them from anybody that wants to give us a referral, we get them from baby pantries, we get them, just anybody can give us a referral, but mostly they come from the hospitals. As soon as an infant is born, they do a referral and then they send it to us, and then we go and do an assessment. We have an RN, her name is Sue Lovelace, and she goes out and does the assessment to see if they qualify for the program, and if they do, then we enroll them. I do visits 3 times a month, and the nurse does a visit 1 time a month. And the program works on different levels depending where the family is and what their needs are. But when we go into the home, we go in and we make sure that the child is developing according to the guidelines, the up-to-date guidelines. We make sure that all the resources are met that they need. We make sure that, you know, they have a place to live in, and just make sure that the child is taken care of and the baby is doing fine, or the other children, whichever it may be.
Okay, and is there an age limit for the children, or? You can put the mother on in her 3rd trimester, or they have to be enrolled before they're 2 months old, before the infant is 2 months old. Oh wow, okay. So the intention is of the program is to work with a child that may be at risk in one way or another?
Yes.
Okay, and what kind of risks are we talking about?
Well, like a single family, like you know, finances, having a problem finding housing, that type of thing.
Okay, so any risks out there you help assess, and basically what you do, Karen, is you make referrals to other agencies then too to assist them with housing and different things, or are you financially able to help them with anything?
No, actually the program pays for Brenda and Sue's services and the support they need, but any other support services that they find that the families need, it's really up to Sue and Brenda to find those resources.
Oh, very good.
They do a great job of knowing where all the resources are and connecting people with the resources.
We connect like with our local St. Vincent de Paul. We go to the churches and the other programs that are out there, like your Lions Clubs and your Goodfellows and all them, to make sure that, you know, that they get what they need. And like I contact like Mishta, NEMSCA, all of those other programs. And like if I'm in the home and this child needs more than what our program can, we do like an early on referral. Or if we don't have room for an older child that might be in the home, 2 or 3 years old, we do like an early Head Start referral or a Head Start referral. We always try to make sure that every child that's in that home is taken care of and gets all the needs before they have to go to kindergarten, because as you know, they have to really know a lot more than what they used to know.
Now, are there income guidelines for the program? For the families?
No.
No income guidelines. Okay,
No.
Karen, you were going to...
We do have some funds that the Besser Foundation donated to us, and we use some of those funds to help offset some of the costs in support of families. Educational expenses.
Right, and that's what I've been really promoting. Most of our families that we have on now just didn't have a chance to finish their high school education, so I'm really pushing for them to get their GED, and with the help of the Besser Grant, which is so immense, we can help them either with a laptop or with a Wi-Fi, because a lot of them don't even have access to internet, and as you know, a lot of the schooling you can do online now, or the GED. We just, through the Besser Foundation, we was just able to send enough money in for one of our young moms to get her 8th grade education completed so she can start her high school.
Perfect. Wonderful.
So we're real pleased with that
one.
one.
Oh, you should be. Yeah. And I can imagine being a young mother, you know, a baby in the home and, you know, worried about food, worried about housing, worried about some developmental issues with your child, worried about things, you know, and having you come in and kind of help ease that burden. It sounds like a wonderful program.
It is a wonderful program, and I have so much fun with the babies in the family. You know, it's just, you know, you role model so much, and sometimes you think they don't pick up on that. But I've been doing day one since 1999. I was laid off from District Health Department number 2 for a couple of years, and then Child and Family picked it up with the new grant. But when these 11 and 12 years old come up to you and say, "Hi, Miss Brenda, I am so glad to see you," I mean, it's all worth it. Everything that you did for that family.
Okay, now if someone out there watching hasn't had a referral made for them and they're expecting, or they have a baby 2 months or younger, how do they contact you, Brenda or Karen, so that they can get enrolled?
There's brochures out there, or they can call Child and Family Services, and anybody at the main office will do that, or I have an office at the Vets Building in Harrisville. They can call there.
Okay. And once again, it's a day one, a mentoring program for mothers and young babies and children's going into the home and working with the families to make sure that from day one they have a good start.
That's correct.
Thank you both very much for being here.
Thank you.
I'll be right back with some information on Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary following these messages. Hi, welcome back. I'm now with Stephanie Ganduli, and we're talking about Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary. Hi, Stephanie.
Good morning.
So happy to have you here, and you had your wonderful celebration about 2 weeks ago.
We did, and wow, that could not have gone better. It was smooth, it was a huge event, and we were so proud that the community came out like they did. I mean, I have never been more proud to be a part of the sanctuary, and the community really showed that they are a part of the sanctuary also.
Yes.
We had about 250 people come, mainly from the Alpena and the surrounding area, that were really excited to celebrate the expansion, which just became official the day before. So 448 square miles to 4,300 square miles. Exciting stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah, and so the celebration, it wasn't just the evening celebration with Dr. Ballard and Senator Levin, which of course was amazing.
Yes.
But we had the whole day set aside as a community appreciation day. So 4 cruises went out for free on the Glass Bottom boat, and those tickets sold out by 10 a.m.
Wow.
They were sold out. I mean, they were
given away.
Given away by 10 a.m. People were in line. I pulled up in the parking lot at 7 a.m. and people told me they had been in line since 6 a.m.
Wow.
Huge line out there, and people, you know, in good spirits, and so they got to go out on the cruises all day for free. And then we also had special activities and underwater robots and special films going on all day and exhibits. So September 6th, I think, is going to be known as a Sanctuary Celebration Day. We're thinking of doing that, the free cruises, again next year.
When you think of having Dr. Ballard and Senator Levin here, wow. I mean, what clout the sanctuary has. And, you know, as we were just telling our previous guest, I believe the sanctuary is the reason we're getting 2 new hotels. I believe they're the reason all the new businesses are coming to town.
It's
over 80,000 visitors. Amazing what the sanctuary brings to our community.
I really think so too, and it's amazing to be a part of such a community that embraces it too. I mean, the people that come and report, you know, we have researchers coming, different officials from other places in the Great Lakes that are interested in having something similar in their community. They come, and then, you know, we send them out into the community and say, go to these businesses, go enjoy Alpena, and they report back and they say, oh my gosh, you're right. This Alpena really is a wonderful place.
And the marine technology class, Andrew is going to be going off on a NOAA ship. You know, what an amazing thing, a young man from Alpena getting an experience of a lifetime.
Oh, for sure. And he's embarking on a wonderful new career, and yeah, that's a great program there. 100% job placement, I think you've probably heard.
Yes.
So that's exciting stuff. And with that, you know, the Sanctuary celebration behind us, you know, we had maybe a week or so to rest, but gearing up for a whole fall full of activities. We've got our Be Wet, the watershed education training program coming up again. And so that's where we schedule many field trips for students from the counties, you know, Alpena County, but also the counties north and south, to do watershed testing. So they actually get in the water. These kids are putting waders on, they're going out there and collecting samples, and they're identifying macroinvertebrates or bugs. And they're learning firsthand about their own watershed, their own water resources in their community. And that really, you know, teaches and provides an investment for them to take care of the environment themselves. So that's coming up. Watch for kids out in their waders in the rivers and on the beaches. And then we also have our volunteer opportunities coming up. We have a volunteer appreciation evening coming up on October 2nd. And if you're a volunteer and did not get that email, give us a call and we'll make sure you get on the list if you'd like to come. And of course, our big Halloween event as part of the downtown and community Halloween event on October 24th. So the week before Halloween, downtown and the sanctuary will be abuzz with all the little critters in their costumes, and we usually see about 800.
Wow.
It's amazing because they come in it's a very condensed time from 5 to 7 is when the event is, and we have lots of volunteer opportunities for that to help us greet and pass out candy to these 800 Halloween trick-or-treaters.
Okay, and always need volunteers at the sanctuary. There's so many things that you can do. If you're professional and you're retired and you have a skill in particular, wonderful. If you want to work in the sanctuary store, if you want to help build exhibits, if you want to help with fundraisers, there's so many volunteers.
So many. That's so true. There's so many, and even folks that. I mean, the time that you're available is very, very open. If you think, well, I'm too busy, I mean, there's really opportunities for a couple hours a month. Come work in the exhibits, and like you mentioned, many other opportunities. There's outreach opportunities on board the Lady Michigan. We provide the outreach on board the Glass Bottom boat, and so you can go on either as a narrator if you're comfortable giving tours, or you can be an assistant narrator and just interact with the folks. And that has been a super popular outreach opportunity, even though the boat will be you know, being pulled out of the water here in October 12th is the last day of cruises. So.
Okay, and that's another thing that's so exciting to hear the horn and see the bridge go up and think of the people and the education and experience that's happening right in our own backyard. Okay, anything else exciting happening there?
Oh gosh, we don't have time to talk about it now, but coming up in January will be the Thunder Bay Film Festival.
Yes.
And so we just set the date.
So successful last year.
It really was, and so it was so successful we're going to do it again, and the dates are going to be January 21st through 25th.
Okay.
A few extra days even. So we're going to hopefully screen some films up in Rogers City.
Oh,
to, sort of in the spirit of the expansion.
Yes.
Reach out to those communities north and south. And so watch for more information on the Thunder Bay Film Festival.
Okay, and that's something that you don't want to miss either.
I don't think so. It's going to be lots of... Last year we showed nearly 30 different movies from all over the world, and this year is going to be the same deal. Lots and lots of movies that you can't see anywhere else, and some Michigan filmmakers who will be there in person to discuss and hang out.
At work the other day, I heard a young lady talk about the fact that she's getting married.
Yeah.
At NOAA.
What, coming up soon?
I'm pretty sure it's maybe either, I don't know if it's this year or the first part of next year. I heard her say she's getting married in front of the ship exhibit.
Oh, that's great. We do have some rehearsal dinners have been happening there and parties. And people are now also, like you just said, starting to see the venue as a place where you can have weddings.
She said very affordable, you know, charge a small fee and come in and get married and do events there. And then those rooms are always available there too for different organizations and things too. So keep that in mind. And the Sanctuary Store. If you've not been to the Sanctuary Store, not too early to start getting ideas for Christmas and get the good logo wear things that you can send off to people or for someone who has everything.
Yeah, we've got lots of new stuff in the store. Recently they just restocked with all sorts of new things. So if you haven't been in a while, come on in to the Sanctuary store.
And two, I encourage you, I say this every time, to look at that guest book and see where people come from that come to the Sanctuary. It's unbelievable, the countries and places that people come from.
Right. It's definitely putting Alpena on the map.
Yeah, so if someone wants to contact you about becoming a volunteer or doing anything at the Sanctuary, what's the best way to reach you?
989-356-8805. Extension 18 will take you straight to the store, and then they'll be able to direct you wherever you want to, you know, if you're interested in volunteering. All sorts of different options there. 989-356-8805. Also, our website, Thunder Bay.
Very nice website.
Thank you. Lots of cool pictures of shipwrecks on there. Hundreds and hundreds. thunderbay.noaa.gov.
Thank you so much for being here. I'll talk to you next month.
Thanks, Nancy.
Please stay tuned for Dr. Olin Joynton following these messages.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Olin Joynton, president of Alpena Community College. Our guest this morning is a ACC graduate, May Ma. Welcome to the program, May.
Thank you.
And would you tell the audience a little bit about how you came to this country? You were born in China, I believe.
Yes.
So tell us your story about how you grew up.
Okay. I grew up in the northeast coast area in China called Penglai, small town like Alpena, the size.
Oh.
So I went to college in Dalian, and then I just like many graduates go to Beijing for work. So
what did you study at the college in China?
English.
English.
Yes. And after that, I work in Beijing. I working for marketing, advertising company, and then later I'm working for American amusement park and real estate and golf course consulting company.
Was that over in China?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
That's all in China. And I worked for the company for 5 years, and after that I find the opportunity, so I opened my own company as landscape design company in China. So I present foreign architect doing business in China. So after that, I thought it's time for do something that reach my goal, because it's my dream to come to America for education. So I come to here.
That's interesting. So you were already a college graduate and a working professional in several different fields before you came to the doors of Alpena Community College. Well, my next question is, how did you select Alpena Community College as your next place to study?
Yes, when I first came here, and my friend said, recommend me, say you might want to go to the local community college for start to see, test, you know, see how do you doing. So I started just to see what's happening in to get used to the American education system.
I suppose there's an adjustment. Some things are done differently here than in China.
Yes, from me, like me, I'm not only from a different culture, also I'm from a different education system.
Yes.
So attending ACC really helped me to adjust this American education system.
That's good. Are there any people you remember at ACC who particularly helped you?
Oh, yes.
Faculty or staff member?
Yes. Everybody talk about community college, and I just have, I cannot say enough how much benefit that I got from attending 2 years at ACC.
Well, that makes me happy. Keep on.
Yes. I remember the Dr. Watch. That's my first English class.
Yes.
And at her class, I simply don't know how to, act, because I just so confused. Because
Dr. Carol Walchuk?
Yes. That's the first English class I got. And she's very helpful.
She's one of our best instructors.
And she's really straightforward, and I appreciate her help.
That's
very good. And also Timothy
Kunlan.
Yes. I cannot say his name. He's very, very nice.
Another one of our renowned faculty members.
Yeah, and also Vasenik Aaron?
Yeah, Aaron Veselinek. Yeah.
I will be in trouble. They are very, very helpful.
That's great.
They made, in China, during the college, we have big class. So we have very few personal attention.
Yes.
But in Alpena Community College, that you have a small class, and the instructor make us very comfortable,
Good.
To
now,
ask.
When you finished with Alpena Community College, what year was that? And then you went to the University of Michigan. What year did you graduate?
2012, I make my own plan. 2 years after, has to finish ACC, so I did that.
Good.
And another 2 years, I just graduated from the University of Michigan for a business degree, bachelor degree. So, but the thing is amazing me is, I watch my program very closely, the transfer
of credits?
Yes. Very closely. So it amazes me is the transition is very smooth. They recognize all my credit.
Yes, well, it's very important for our students to pay attention to the transfer agreements that we have with universities, because if they adhere to those courses, that they will know to transfer to University of Michigan or Grand Valley or Central Michigan. If they stick with those courses, they will have no problem. Sometimes students get into trouble when they just take a course that's off that list because they want to, but you did a smart thing in sticking to the courses at ACC that transfer to University of Michigan.
Yes, I watch very carefully, and of course there are several courses I did not transfer because I understand, because I take extra English and history.
You just wanted to learn.
Yes, that's by my choice.
Good. Good. As long as you understood that. What was the biggest difference with University of Michigan?
It is a different. People just kind of rolling ahead, and you really have to have a self-study,
self-motivation,
which is I do.
Yes, that's good. I believe it. And we always say there are a lot of people who, once they get used to college in a more protected and attention-rich environment at ACC, they're ready for anything. They can go to a large university and prosper.
Yeah, exactly, because I doing very well in ACC, and in University of Michigan, I graduated with an honor 3.72.
That's fantastic.
So
you're smarter than I am. That was higher than my graduation. We need to stop now, but just a brief word about what's next for you.
I'm aiming for getting CPA.
That's good.
And meanwhile, I would like to get an MBA with accounting concentration. That's my 3.5 years of plan.
Well, thank you very much for being my guest on the program, and congratulations on your success at ACC and beyond.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You are all very nice to me. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome.
This has been Talk of the Town with Nancy Smitham and Dr. Olin Joyton. For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, visit our website at www.wbkb11.com and click on Community. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.